Sputnik Sweetheart is a 1999 novel by the Japanese author Haruki Murakami. Murakami was born in Kyoto in 1949 and is a prolific writer whose output includes short stories, social commentary, and essays on the craft of writing, as well as novels. He's one of those writers who's difficult to categorize because the stories he tells include, amongst other things, elements of science fiction, surrealism, crime, and romance. Nearly all are set in the contemporary world. Sputnik Sweetheart is representative in that regard, but I also think it's one of his best works. It's about two women, Samir, who's 22, and Miu, who's 39, and a man, Kei, the unnamed narrator, who's 25. Ages are important in Murakami because a lot of his stories are about, and possibly principally directed at, young people. Samir is disorganised, a bit of a bohemian, and a talented writer who admires Jack Kerouac. At a wedding reception, she finds herself talking to Miu, a sophisticated Korean businesswoman with whom she falls hopelessly in love. Miu confuses the word Sputnik with beatnik, a trivial mistake at the time, but one which sets the novel's thematic agenda. Kei is a teacher by profession. He's been Samir's friend for a long time and is as hopelessly in love with her as she is with Miu. Kei loves Samir, Samir loves Miu, but for reasons that are fully explained in the last section of the novel, Miu can't love anyone. Although none of the loves is romantically requited, there's a deeper sense in which the platonic connection between all three characters might be equally significant. Murakami leaves us to make up our own minds about that. Miu feels drawn to Samir and hires her as a personal assistant. The two women go on a business trip to Europe together and finish with a short break in a cottage on a remote Greek island. Then Samir completely disappears. I won't go any further into the narrative than that. Sputnik Sweetheart is essentially a novel about the power of imagination. We're accustomed to hearing that term used positively nowadays, but Murakami examines its shadow side, its connection here to unrequited love, and also with fear and repulsion, the way it thrives on loneliness and memory, both of which feature heavily in this novel. Tie it to the wrong things he wants to remind us, and it can drive us insane. The Sputnik motif keeps recurring. It's most fully present at the end of chapter 14, where Kei reflects, "I closed my eyes and listened carefully for the descendants of Sputnik, even now circling the Earth. Gravity, their only tie to the planet. Lonely metal souls in the unimpeded darkness of space. They meet, pass each other, and part, never to meet again." Murakami is a very popular writer just about everywhere nowadays, but he's tended to divide critical opinion. If the English translations are anything to go by, his literary style is mostly unremarkable, and some critics have accused him of deploying surreal fireworks to conceal a lack of philosophical depth. He's sometimes rather condescendingly described as quirky. My suspicion is that he's more like Jane Austen than Italo Calvino or Don DeLillo. Since he deploys some of the tools of postmodernism, perhaps critics expect to find postmodern concerns. But I think his overriding interest is in romantic attachment, a subject which leaves most postmodernists cold. Maybe that's where the problem lies, in the right people looking in the wrong places. Understood primarily as a writer about young love, I think he emerges well.